Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to another episode of We Talk Sports. I'm Dom, the host, and joining me today are, of course, my co-hosts, Owen Fleming and Jacob Pendergraph. Welcome, gentlemen, back to another episode of We Talk Sports. This time, we are in football season, NFL season in particular. A lot of things going on. We got through the first slate of games. How do you guys feel about?
I feel good about my team. How do you guys feel about the Panthers?
We're not going to.
I don't feel great, honestly.
Not great.
Just to be
Not
honest,
great.
I feel
Not
bad.
great.
Not good.
Poor Bryce Young. He just got tackled.
He also threw interceptions and fumbled. Not a great time.
Hey,
well,
but
plenty of time.
Chubba Choo Choo did good.
I suppose. Well, plenty of time to discuss this.
We'll have plenty of time to discuss this, but obviously week one in the books.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start off with any kind of like teams that you guys want to discuss before we get into our own feelings. I think we have one in particular, but anything that pops up in your mind?
I mean, the Lions are not beating the Ben Johnson allegations.
It's true. It wasn't a great start. I also have to say.
Great start.
I said it wasn't a great start. It's obviously, it's going to take some growing. Jared Goff, I think they still have a decent team. I think the Packers, Michael Parsons just really knew how to get to them. I think it could improve over the course of the season. I hope it will because I had them as Super Bowl contenders. I think a sneaky team we have to discuss for a second is the Cleveland Browns.
What?
Led by a Joe Flacco-led offense, they went into Cincinnati. They almost beat the Bengals. If not for their kicker, I just think the Browns deserve a shout out for their Week 1 performance.
I feel like the Browns.
They
didn't win.
It's all because of their kicker. The team had it looked a bit better than I was expecting.
Browns are holding open tryouts, by the way.
For kickers.
Kickers.
And so is Western, probably.
And so is Western.
We don't know how our kicker
is
either.
Poor Richard McCollum.
Yeah. What about you, Dom? Do you have any teams you wanted to shout out?
Obviously, I think the one we need to talk about is the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh,
yeah.
And that game against the Dolphins. I was surprised how well executed the Colts were. And Daniel Jones had one of the craziest stat lines for a quarterback, and
they scored on basically every drive.
I mean,
Indiana Jones. He's coming out swinging. The other quarterback on the Miami Dolphins, he very much did not come out swinging.
Thoughts and prayers for Tua.
More like Tua turned the ball over. Unfortunately,
He had many turnovers.
And I don't know what happened the entire Miami Dolphins this year, a lot of people were skeptical of them, but honestly, if there was anything about week 1 that I could take away, it's that Miami just looks.
They looked like the worst team in the league.
They did, to a Colts team that isn't particularly.
They have Daniel Jones at quarterback, who everyone was making fun of 3 weeks ago.
They have skill positions that are great, but in terms of just what we expect from Miami, we expect them to be at the very least.
A playoff contender.
A contender, but great offensively, too.
Yeah.
I was very skeptical about their defense, but, their offense was just nothing.
Horrible.
I have to think that Mike McDaniel's scheme, while it was, pretty revolutionary when he first came in and acquired Tyreek, I think as the seasons have gone on, teams have figured out how to limit it.
Yeah.
And especially through Tua's limitations, they know how to target him because he's unfortunately just not a top-tier quarterback. At best, he's a middle-of-the-road quarterback. Yeah. And when you figure out a middle-of-the-road quarterback's tendencies, you can use that against them. And I think that the Dolphins' system just has worn out. I think Mike McDaniel has struggled to adapt, and I think the Dolphins, this current regime, probably cooked after this season.
Yeah. It depends on what happens this season. Obviously, that's kind of a reaction a lot of people have, is that this is probably the end of that era in Miami if the season continues like that. Mm-hmm. But I think we're going to move over. We can talk about the Dolphins and them all day. Yeah. But we're going to see how that pans out. Let's talk about the game of the week that was honestly very surprising.
Which one, dude? There were 3.
There was one, but we know what the one we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Sunday Night Football, Bills-Ravens.
Yeah.
That was a pretty phenomenal game.
That was a very phenomenal
one of the best games, I think. It's gonna be hard to beat that one because it looked like for a while that this game was over at
fourth quarter.
8 minutes.
My roommate went to bed, and then right after he went to bed, the Bills came back and won the whole game.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen.
Hey.
Josh Allen wins WTS Player of the Week.
Yeah,
he wins.
Put the graphic
and he
right
wins
here,
NFL Player of Life.
Josh Allen.
He's got a superstar wife. He's winning these football games.
Dude, the rich keep on getting richer, man.
I'll put his head right there.
Put his head right there. Just a little PNG of Josh Allen.
I know.
Yeah. Right here. Right there.
Right here.
You're moving him, which makes it more difficult.
But no, I guess the takeaway is that Bills battled adversity and came back stellar. But another thing is the Ravens once again collapsing under the pressure. They were up by 15 points.
Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson must have been an awkward plane ride back to Baltimore.
Look, I mean, Derrick, he had such
Derrick
a great
Henry
he had a
game.
great game. He had
It
a
was
really
just that
good game.
one bad
Fumble.
play.
That
Lamar's
one
probably
fumble.
just staring at him like
Yeah.
this the whole plane ride.
I think, if anything, they should be staring at John Harbaugh because this is another clinic for him about blowing leads. I mean, if you've been on like NFL Twitter, you can see the people saying like, "Oh, just add to the collection of all these blown leads that Baltimore has done."
He was just a bit too conservative too.
Yeah.
Like maybe if he had dialed up a few more aggressive pass plays, Zay
Flowers
Flowers
was
he was having
balling,
a
dude.
fantastic
Yeah, he
game.
was having a
They
great-
never targeted him in the end zone.
Nope,
I don't
didn't.
understand the Ravens receivers plan because they have great players, but they don't use them.
No, they
They
don't.
use Derrick Henry, who is great, but he's also like you can't just win a game
Yeah.
based off only running.
Like eventually they're gonna figure out how to plug the A gap and then the B gap, and then it's
and
just
then they'll
not-
force a fumble, and you
Yeah.
have to pass the ball.
Indeed. I mean, I don't know how that and then once they got a stop on was it 40-38 and fourth down, I'm surprised the Ravens didn't try to go for it. I understand.
They should have.
I understand maybe why, due to if they fail, Buffalo basically has the opportunity.
Buffalo
has it regardless.
I
When
know,
you have
but
Josh
then,
Allen
but
as
then
at
you're pinning them
quarterback.
back. But
Yeah.
no, it still even then,
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a pretty phenomenal
inevitable.
game.
That's what basically the Bills were at that point.
Yeah.
Just
Josh Allen is Thanos.
yep,
Mhm.
basically. But moving on, I guess we'll talk about the other games, mainly our teams. Before we'll start off with our team because we have pretty much some stuff to say about that.
I don't want to talk about them.
Do you want to talk about them?
No, we
okay,
can't.
I
We're
guess
not
I'll.
talking
we
about
can.
the
I-
Carolina
We can.
Panthers.
I'll
We
talk-
have to. We
you want
have
me
to.
to talk
Chuba
about them?
Hubbard.
Tell
I
us.
mean, I think for what we saw, there's a lot of things you can take away, but most importantly, it's just the offensive consistency. I was watching a ton of different games, and I was just so upset of seeing what the Panthers were doing. I don't get why. First off, why is there not a lot of spacing in some of the plays? A lot of whenever the Panthers take the snap, it feels like everything's already cluttered. Everything got to scramble to find a player open. But whenever I was watching some of the other teams, they were smooth and very not pressured a whole lot when in the opening drive, but I don't know why. Jacob dropped his phone. But I mean, it's only week 1, but that is a brutal way to start it. Not as brutal as Miami, but still it's
I have to say in relation to that, when I was watching the Bears game yesterday on Monday.
Why would you
And-
do that?
Well, I was watching how Ben Johnson gets his plays in, and the majority of the time, the Bears got back to the line of scrimmage with plenty of time to go before the play clock expired. I don't know if you noticed this during the Panthers game, but with a lot of plays, they were getting down to 10 seconds or
Yes,
so
they were
before
not-
they had even lined up. It seemed like they had a lot of
And I-
communication issues.
And I
with
get it's a
calling
hostile environment, even Jacksonville, that's still a fan base that's going to turn out for them.
plays. Mhm.
But still, I'm why are these plays just everywhere? It feels like Bryce is trying to find the play in terms of I don't know.
The good news is Tet McMillan is good.
That's
And
good.
we can take solace in that, even if the
That's-
quarterback
and-
situation
You're
has.
about to be like Washington has been for the past 5 seasons.
We've
with
been
their-
like
with a
we've
great-
been like that
I've been
for
like that for
Yeah, but now you have a really good receiver.
Teddy Bridgewater, Sam. We had DJ Moore in that era too. We're basically just right back where we started. Thanks, Scott Fitterer.
Oh, don't tell me
And
about Scott Pittman.
our run defense still isn't great. I mean, I'd like to think the offense will hopefully improve.
I think
but we'll
I
have
want to see more. This was more of the expectations were very. I want to say higher than probably previous years. Maybe the closest could be when Sam Darnold was here.
Yeah.
But not looking good. But I would love to see more. Leggett, you need to put your feet in. I mean,
Leggett
dude,
is a problem.
Talking with
Dear
the
goodness.
coach, right? Say talking about eating raccoons.
put your
He
foot
needs
in.
to talk
man.
more about being on the
Putting his
field.
feet in the bounds.
Put him in
and
bounds.
catching
Xavier.
balls.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the simple.
We
thing to
drafted him
do.
ahead of Lad McConkey.
I know, and I was that could be fine, but
Yeah.
Leggett needs to step up.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it's year 2, but come on, you got.
Yeah.
But moving on, Jacob, you want to finish out our overreactions by your Washington?
Bro,
Commanders?
we're going to the Super Bowl.
Undefeated.
Washington is going undefeated, 17-0.
They didn't let Russ cook.
Yeah.
We did not let Russ cook. Our
Only because-
defense showed out, set the standard for the season, which I'm very, very happy about. We went from having a iffy defense last year and then we added a bunch of veteran
Consistent one
players,
now,
and
yeah.
now it's incredibly consistent.
It was the New York Giants.
Yeah, the
They
Giants.
was
a
Jackson
pretty
Dart.
terrible
Giants fans. I do greatly apologize. However, you did fall for the preseason hype of winning a couple preseason
I mean,
games.
let's be honest here. They didn't play
You
Jackson
thought
Dart.
you were gonna beat the Commanders, and it was very cute. And
Brian Dable is cooked.
Yeah.
He and
Is
Mike
it-
McDaniel.
do you
are both
think-
gonna
well,
be gone.
Maybe
what
they'll
do
swap jobs.
Do you think that they'll put in Jackson Dart somewhere?
I hope they do. I hope they do.
I think they will, but not until it's like midway through the
Do you
year.
think
and
they'll put Jameis Winston in before
I think-
Jackson Dart?
I think Russ will probably play over Winston, just because Super Bowl quarterback. And
I don't know.
No.
I feel like
No, Russ sucks.
I feel like we know what
Yeah.
Russ is right now.
We know what Jameis is too.
I know what Jameis
Jameis is a goat.
No,
fun
Jameis
for-
turns over the ball.
I know,
like
but he's
2
gonna at
times a
least
game.
Yeah,
launch
but
that
like-
thing.
So does
But-
Russ.
yeah.
Russ has the moon balls. you
Yeah,
know?
but
Yeah, but
like-
Jameis has.
I just feel like if the Giants swap quarterbacks, it'll be to Dart, probably not to Jameis.
Yeah, I actually.
They could trade Jameis.
I
would.
Maybe
They
they trade
could.
him to the
Maybe
Saints.
someone quarterback gets hurt. God
Well, I
forbid.
mean, the
someone
Saints
wants to
kind of
trade.
looked competent with a little bit with Spencer Rattler. Like they didn't have like a terrible game.
Yeah, but it's also the Arizona Cardinals.
I know. Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna.
If the Panthers can't beat the Arizona Cardinals,
let's not get to
yeah,
that. All right.
uh-huh.
So I think that's good enough for overreactions for today.
The
We're-
one thing I would like to say,
Mhm.
kickers had a bad week. I mean, we
Kickers.
saw
Outside
the
of-
Falcons kicker blow the game. We saw the
Young
Browns kicker
Goku.
blow the game.
And we
I
just,
mean, these weren't even that bad of field goal
And
attempts.
speaking of which, Jake Moody just got cut.
He
and
did.
Eddie Pinheiro is on the 49ers.
Steady Eddie.
Prayers up for you guys in the 49ers country.
Prayers up for Niner
Look,
game.
Eddie is more accurate than Moody, but he also has a noodle for a leg. So
He
we'll
does.
see
I
how
mean,
that,
we
how that
definitely know
results.
how
Yeah.
Pinheiro can be
Yeah.
sometimes.
Mhm.
He's either going to give you win you games like he did in like
Or lose you
2023
plenty
or
of games.
cost you some games,
Yeah.
but we'll see how that happens. But moving on to our next segment, I think you boys need to pull out your phones.
Got to get his off the
Have yours
floor.
on the floor. We're going to do a kind of new, but
no
you got
peeking.
No peek.
no
Can I
peeking.
peek now?
Go to the first image. So we're going to do our Guess Who, a new segment when we
Oh,
talk sports. We're going to do career. I'm going to give you guys about, like, say 2 minutes to guess
Oh,
before I
boy.
give you a hint.
I know who it is.
Before, I'm going to let you guys discuss.
I
I know who
I know
this
who it is.
I think I know who this
All
is.
right. Go ahead.
It's Geno Smith.
Yes, it's
Geno Smith. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Yes.
The graphic will be on here.
Yes,
So.
he was a New York Jet. He had that until one time where he broke his jaw
Yeah.
and didn't get to play, and that kind of scuttled his career.
Mhm.
Because as soon as he actually did get to play again, he looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
So
All right. Go to the next one.
okay. Oh. There's a lot of teams.
It's not.
The first thing I will give
It's
you
not
is
Aaron
a,
Rodgers.
is a
No, it's
position.
not.
I'll give you a. Well, tell me if you want the hint.
What,
Yes.
what position is this?
It's quarterback.
Oh.
So
It's a backup QB then. Wait.
Who on earth?
Did Justin Fields play for the Giants last year?
No, Justin.
Jacob, look
Justin
at the
Fields hasn't been in the league since 2011.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna
didn't
say,
see
look
I, mean,
at-
I don't know who the Jets' backup
All right,
quarterback
all
is.
right,
backup
all right.
QB.
So do you want me to give you the other hint? So
Yes.
Yeah.
He made the playoffs with the Bills in 2017.
Was he the starter?
Mm-hmm.
It's not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No.
Why would he make the playoffs and then they immediately trade him to the Browns?
Well, the Browns had the first. Well, the Bills drafted Josh Allen.
Oh, I know who this is. I know who this is.
Who is it?
It's Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. So and it
Yes.
is in fact Tyrod Taylor.
Yes, he was a backup for many teams.
And then the last one should be interesting. But if you know ball, you know ball.
He played for 2 teams in 1 year. Now he is an Oakland Raider.
That's Las Vegas. Right.
You're right.
Las Vegas.
That is a Las Vegas. Raider. Was
Yep.
he a starter for these teams?
He was a starter for both the Jets
Where's Two Gloves at? Tampa Bay.
and the Seahawks.
No, he played for Carolina.
And I'll give you another hint.
for a
He's a
year.
safety.
a safe.
Safety.
How many safeties do we know?
None.
I will give you one of his
Okay.
catchphrases.
Uh-huh.
He calls himself the best in the nation.
The best in the nation.
I don't know if you know who that clip is.
No.
All right.
I don't think I know who this is.
God, goodness, I'm trying to think of it. He was a first-round pick.
Okay.
That doesn't narrow it don't know.
I mean, like, I know safeties that play for the Lions, but he still plays for the Lions. He doesn't play for the Raiders.
He just got signed. He
what?
came over basically because Pete Carroll was with him. I know.
Okay. So he's played. Oh.
Played for the Jets. He had a pick
I
six.
know who this is.
He
but
picked
I don't
six
know his
Daniel
name.
Jones in a game. Like literally
Yeah.
grabbed the ball from him.
Yeah.
If you guys want to give up, you can if you want to.
I definitely.
It's not Chin.
No.
He's kind of old, isn't he?
Is it Morik?
No, he plays for the Panthers.
Okay.
Polamau?
No.
No. I don't know.
All right. So for that one, that is Jamal Adams.
Oh, I forgot he played for so many teams, bro.
So there was for 2024 he
Yeah.
played for. I think he was on the Lions practice squad for a little bit,
Okay.
or preseason.
He stinks now. That's why I was so confused.
I mean,
Because I think of him as a player for the Seahawks and the Jets because they traded like 2 first-round picks for him.
Yeah.
And I honestly had no idea he was on the Raiders.
all right.
Today
I
I
didn't
learned.
even know he existed.
He was a really great safety back
Yes.
when he was on the Jets.
Looks like we have enough time to do to actually go over some of our final segment, which is the pick six.
Yes.
We're gonna go over some of them, or probably all of them. All right, we're gonna go over with your team. I know this will be probably posted after the game, but
Mhm.
Pendy, how do you feel about the Packers and Commanders game?
All right, so I'm glad I get to talk about this because I'm not actually the most confident. Obviously, you know, Jaden Daniels had a great game week 1, but I
Giants secondary.
think Giants
Giants.
secondary.
I mean, Giants defenses.
On the
Okay.
And I think our offense, you know, we're starting to click now. We've got the Debo work in once we warm up with Terry a little bit
Debo,
more.
very normal weight.
Yeah, bro, y'all cyberbullied the wrong man, and now he's cracked.
Yeah.
Bill Merritt obviously did insanely good.
Good old Bill.
The thing that troubles me is that the Packers also looked really good.
They did.
Micah Parsons might play some more snaps this
Micah
week.
Parsons
He'll be fully active this game.
will be fully active. So I'm gonna say Washington by 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Homer take, but that's fine.
Washington by 7th with some fourth quarter nonsense.
Yeah, that tracks. Give me the Packers by 9.
By 9. Ooh.
I think they could score and kick a field goal, extend the lead if the defense really balls out. Might be wrong. I think the Commanders could win as well, but I think the Packers look like a pretty dominant team right now.
I mean, so did Washington.
That's true.
It's
That's
a hard
true.
game
It's
to
going to be an interesting
win off
game.
of, especially being in Lambeau Field too. I'm gonna take Green Bay as well. I think right now I actually had Green Bay being an early sleeper good team just because of how the schedule
Sure.
falls for them. But I'm gonna say Green Bay by 4.
I just don't know.
Okay.
By 4?
He's going for a small gap. I'm going for a big gap. We'll see
How do
who's
you
right.
get by 4?
You can
Field
31,
goal.
31-27.
Yeah.
I think your offense is gonna be able to go toe
Yeah,
to
I
toe.
think what we're gonna find out this weekend is are the Packers really really good or are the Giants just are the Giants and the Lions just really really bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Next game on the roads is me and Owen's game, the Cardinals and Panthers.
Mm.
We got to see a lot from this game. It'll be in Arizona. We got to see better play calling, especially against a not great Arizona offense. I would love to see last year when they played against them how much they opened up the offense,
Yeah.
letting in
They
the
ran
beginning.
all over him.
Yeah, in the beginning with Bryce, and that's another thing that they moved away from in the Jaguars game. They didn't run the ball as much too. But in the Cardinals game last year, Bryce was able to move around more often, create plays. Now he has a wide receiver core that is way better than
I would
last
love
year.
to see a touchdown.
I would
Teddy
love to
Tutty.
see
Yeah.
more Tet. I would love to see Renfro even getting more involved. I would love the one thing that they don't have an identity is
Yeah.
the tight end. They need
Yeah.
Sanders or
They could trade for Travis Kelce.
Yeah, the Chiefs will give him up. We'll get Taylor Swift to come to Charlotte. Sure. Sure.
My sister would love that.
I'm sure mine would too. Yeah. I mean, I think the Panthers. We need to see is better run defense.
Yes.
That's true.
The Jaguars were running all over us. The Cardinals do have a decent running back. They got
have
James Conner.
Pitt alum.
He's pretty good. I would like to see Bryce get more comfortable with the
Yes.
offense, and I would like to see
I'd like
Canales
to see him
get.
scramble a little more.
He was pretty good when he scrambled,
He was
besides the one fumble.
He was uncomfortable when he was scrambling.
Yeah, they need to run out some more. I think a lot of times it was just because he was getting pressure on him.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
really need our left tackle back too, who was out last
Y'all
week
want something to stop
because
the
he
run
had an
defense.
appendix injury. unfortunately, our number 1 DT, Turk Wharton, who we signed in free agency,
He's going to be out for a
is
couple
out
weeks.
for a few weeks, so they're probably going to run all over us again. We'll see.
We'll
Well,
see.
I mean,
Um,
you could pick up Desmond Watson.
yeah.
That's a great way to plug the egg out.
That's a big man right there. Just put him right in there.
Throw him
Put
in there, you know. He'll be
Yeah, what's the
all right.
worst that could happen?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I think the Panthers will pull out the win by 3.
That's my thing, too. I think that they'll get the win by 3. It'll be a close one, but I think they'll take care of business there. So, what do you have?
Cards by 14.
Cards by 14.
Dang.
Cards by 14.
We beat the Cardinals every year, so if they blow us out, I'll be really concerned about
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
They're very concerned. That'll be
Yeah.
when the panic alarms go off.
Yeah.
But our next game will be our final NFL game, and it'll be, I think, the game of the week, which will be Eagles, Chiefs, maybe. So that will be in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
I'm sick and tired of the Chiefs thinking that they're good.
They did
didn't look
lost
great
last
They did not look great last week.
No, it did not.
They need to call up.
They're
the
gonna have
Dolphins.
they're gonna have Jalen Carter back, provided
Hopefully
he
They
not
doesn't,
will.
spitting.
They will.
he doesn't just hawk a loogie onto.
Hopefully he
Patrick
does it again
Mahomes.
on the first play.
He's like,
I'm
y'all-
doubling down.
He said, "Y'all remember last week? I'm about to do it again." But I think that the Eagles' defense, while it might have looked bad against the Cowboys, I think a lot of that was just missing Jalen Carter and the sudden realization of, we got to work without this dude now.
Also, A.J. Brown, more targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, A.J. Brown is a great player. He's very physical. He's very talented. The only drawback is that Jalen Hurts forgets that he plays
And
for the
because
Philadelphia
Saquon
Eagles.
Barkley just carries
Even then,
the
he
rock.
was still targeting like Devontae Smith too.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how
We'll
that
see
goes.
what happens.
The Chiefs. I mean, their wide receiver room. If Worthy is out, it's just bad. Like
Really
bad.
Juju is the number 1 right now. With injury, they really need to call up Miami.
got
See, like,
Hollywood.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Get Tyreek
how
back in
much do
there.
you want for Tyreek? If
go
they
for it
got
right
him
now.
back, I mean, the offense would be right back to Super Bowl contender. I think. Right now, I think I'm gonna have the Eagles getting the win. What do you think?
I'm going to give it to the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think it will be the first time that we see. Was it the first time that the Chiefs will start out this way in the Patrick Mahomes era? 0-2. I think the Eagles will take care of business, even if it's in Arrowhead. But they have done it before, where they go in these tough environments and just play a good ball. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Eagles by 7. So
Fair.
Our next game, get on to our college slot. We'll get through these. Pitt, West Virginia, obviously, hell of a Pitt over here. But backyard brawl. It'll be in West Virginia, but Pitt's 2-0. West Virginia, I think, is like 1-1, and they just lost to Ohio. Not Ohio
Miami,
State.
Ohio.
The Ohio.
The Miami of Ohio.
No, Ohio.
Okay, just Ohio.
So not a good team.
Not a great team, no.
I'm gonna give it to Pitt.
I'm
Pitt
gonna
by 21.
I'm gonna say Pitt by 7. It's always close with those rivalry games. So what do you think of?
Give me West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
Oh my
give me West Virginia. Let's see how they do. Just so I can rage bait you if they
goodness.
do win it. I'm
I'm
right.
gonna be so upset. Next up, we'll actually go to one of your favorite teams in one of our professors, Georgia, Tennessee. How do you feel about the Bulldogs?
Oh, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. This is really going to be the Dogs' first game against like an actual
Yeah.
college team on that's closer to our level. I think. I do think Tennessee, they aren't quite up to the Dogs. I think Gunnar Stockton's gonna have a good game. I think he's been learning the offense since the postseason last year after Carson got hurt. I think he's ready to step up, provide a great game. I think Georgia's gonna take this by 2 scores. I think.
Dogs by 20.
I'll say Georgia by 10.
Yeah.
Depending on how well Tennessee does. And our final game, of course, is Western taking on Elon here in Colway. So a lot of thoughts after Wake Forest. I mean,
Yeah.
6-7, but it's interesting to think. I'm still gonna say Cats by 90.
Okay.
I don't know why you're gonna say that. It depends on who's starting in the QB.
Yeah.
If it's another
Bennett
Bennett
Judy.
Judy.
If it's Isaac Lee, go Dogs.
If it's Isaac Lee, then we might be in for some deep balls. But
Isaac Lee scored that one touchdown.
he scored
last
against
game.
Wake Forest. So
we'll see.
we'll see. I'm gonna say Cats by 3.
That's a good one.
I'm honestly just running out of optimism until the starting quarterback is back.
Tehran, he's back after
we
this
really
game,
need him.
allegedly.
Elon is a tough team. We barely beat them last year, and that was with Cole behind center. I'm going to say Elon by 7. Also, it's my mom's university, so I kind of fear that she's going to have bragging rights over me. She's coming down this weekend.
Oh.
So with my luck, they're going to get the win and embarrass our team.
What are you taking?
I'm going to take Elon.
You said Elon by
Elon by
7.
7. Yeah.
Okay. Well, That is, in fact, going to do it for today's episode. We'll actually have, at the end, showing you all of our fantasy football results. Jack beat Ryan Carrill.
I don't know how that
He did.
happened.
With
Actually, I know exactly how that happened. It happened with some Josh Allen nonsense.
Yep.
that's how I lost a game too this week. But
Yeah.
besides that, pretty good week for me.
We'll show some results. Also, tune into Stray Cats this weekend
Yes.
for the Elon Western coverage, only on 95.3 WWCU.
WWCU.
And as always, go
Go
Cats,
Cats, baby.